Hey guys, welcome back to An Actors Playhouse. How have you guys been? First of all, I want to say thank you to all those who have been writing messages and, commenting on our social media pages. I'm very, very honored. And special thanks, special shout out to one of our members, Michael Ejo. I just want to say that we are so proud of you. All the work you've been doing, all the auditions, all the jobs you've been booking. You are amazing. You are what we call an example of an amazing student. God bless you and we wish you good luck, okay? All right, so today I want to talk about something I call the importance of stillness, the importance of stillness in acting. That is one element that a lot of us do not have. We do not practice it. We do not do it when we are playing roles in our scenes and all of that. So I'm going to tell you a story. I was mentoring an upcoming actor some years ago, and I gave an assignment. I said to her, look, you are married, happily married, and you are sent away by your boss to, I called the name of another state. I said you're supposed to travel, but that morning was your anniversary. You tried to get out of the job, but you couldn't. So your boss said you had to go. So you call your husband up and you say, hey, I have to travel. He's not home. And he says, oh, okay, I'll see you when you get back. When are you coming back? She says, in about 3 days. And he says, okay, I'll miss you. And then you get in the car, you're on your way to the airport, and then you get a call from your boss saying, you know what, I really wanted you to go, but something else came up. Someone else will go in your place, someone who's already there. So it's okay, go have fun. It's your anniversary. And you're excited, you're happy. You start to drive back home, but you want to surprise your husband. You want to get home, make his favorite meal, put all the candles and prepare the place just so that he's happy when he gets back. Because he's not expecting you that you're supposed to be traveling. Then you drive to the house, open the gate quietly. You have your keys to the house, you open the door, and you want to go put your stuff back in your bedroom. And then as you approach your bedroom door, you're hearing noises. And at first you're like, who's in my house? Because you never expected it to be your husband or anybody. And then you open the door to your bedroom and you see your husband in bed with your best friend. In your matrimonial bed on your anniversary. What do? That was a storyline that I gave my mentee, and I said to her, this is your storyline. This is what's happening. How do you react to that? Because we're working on emotions and expressions and timing and pace and rhythm. And I said, how do you respond to that? Now, my mentee, she was just learning. She was upcoming, being a rookie. She said, okay, I'm opening the door. And I say, action. And she goes, Victor, how could you do this to me? She was in so much pain and she was crying and screaming. And I'm like, no, you wouldn't do that, would you? Because first of all, as a normal human being, there are a million and one things that will go through your head when you open that door and see them. First of all, it's your anniversary. Secondly, this is your husband, who you're really in love with. Thirdly, that's your best friend. Number 4, they're on your bed. They're doing what they're not supposed to be doing. Is it that they didn't care about the fact that you would be hurt? Or they've been doing it for a long time? Or what gave them the guts to do this? Is it the first time, or have they been doing this behind your back? Are they doing this to hurt you? Doesn't he love you anymore? What's going on? As a human being, there are a million and one things that will go through your mind at the same time. So that is not the time for you to start screaming. The first thing that you experience is shock. Like, what is this? What am I looking at? What am I seeing? And then as a human being, because your character, you've become another human being. You've become another character. So it's not like, oh, you're not an alien, neither are you an animal, you're a human being. So after the shock, if you really love your husband and that person is really your best friend, denial comes immediately. It's this feeling of, no, this is not happening. Nah, I'm seeing things. It's not. So that moment when you open the door and you see them, the first thing is not to scream. You can't even run out at that point. You are in so much shock and disbelief that You are looking at them like, no. In your head, there are 1,000,001 mantras that are going in your head. You're talking to yourself. For those of you who don't know what mantra is, you need to study. And in your head, you're going, no, this is not true. This is my bed, my husband, my best friend. This is my anniversary. What is this? What's going on? Am I dreaming? Is this for real? Is this what it is? What's happening to my life? What's happening to my marriage? All of that, 1,000,001 thoughts flooding through your head. At that point, if you're really feeling those emotions, the first thing I will notice is your breathing will change. Your eyes will dilate. And everything that you do from then on will become a build-up. You don't go, Victor, how can you do this to me? Where's my best friend? I'm like, no. That moment where you're looking at them, that is the strongest point. That is what people are looking for. So at every point in time that you're on the screen or you're acting, the thing that you should remember is, what should the audience feel at this point? What can I make them feel without saying a word? Because the audience wants to know, what next? Everything about filmmaking is what if? What next? How? Will it? Can it? So at this point is, what next? Is she going to scream? Is she going to slap him? Is she going to attack her? Is she going to run out? Is she going to fall on the floor? Is she going to pass out? What next? Keep them guessing. Don't tell them. Don't tell them how you feel. Show it. That moment of showing them, that moment of you're not knowing what to do or what to say, that shock, is what I call stillness. Be still. Let that pain, let the confusion, let the disbelief, let the anger show in your face. Let it go from, no, this is not happening, to, oh my goodness, this is really happening. And I said to her, if you give yourself a character background, because your educational background, the way you live, people who you live with will determine what your response will be. Some people will respond with a scream. Some people will go, some people will not say a word, and they just back off. They just turn around, walk through that door, and keep walking. Where they're walking to, they probably don't know. It depends on what the director gives you as you're blocking. Some people will just sit on the floor and look at them and go, what's going on? Some people would break after that moment of stillness. Then and then they start to build. Like, what is this? But it has to come from something. You don't go from 0 to 100. They're not on stage. You start to build. But that point where you are still is very important. Every scene that you have to treat it like it's the most important scene in the world. Are there points where you should pause? Are there points where you must be still? The importance of stillness. Practice, read, keep studying, keep rehearsing, stay in front of your mirror, build, and I will see you again. Thank you.